So before we run off today, Christina is fixing us breakfast. What are you fixing breakfast with?
Mickey!
What are you...
It's one of those made with Disney magic.
Alright, our egg is done.
Its ears kind of shrunk. Ouch, that's hot. Why is that hot? That shouldn't be hot. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh. Okay.
Oh!
So we're gonna... Okay. We're not gonna slide it.
It looks
it's a
yummy.
little crispy. He's got little tiny ears.
I'm excited. We came out here to the Circle B Bar Reserve for a little bit of nature today. Kind of get away from
Speaking of nature.
to kind of get away from the theme park world.
People.
We weren't even in the gate. Not even, I'd say about 3 minutes, I think. And,
We saw piggies.
yeah, we were walking on the pathway and these people were taking pictures. And we were wondering, what were they taking pictures of? Oh, it's a hawk? Zoom in a little closer to that so you can see. Ooh. Animals. Thanks for the pretty picture. We came across a no fishing sign, but looks like there's just a little bit of dirt left.
It's probably because we're on the path to the lake, which according to this sign is now 0.4 miles away instead of 0.5.
Christina, you know what I don't see out here?
Huh.
Wild cactus.
Shut up.
Man, think about all the HOA fines they get for not mowing their lawn.
You know what a fun fact is?
What?
That Florida has the highest percentage of bald eagles in the country. I never knew that. When I moved down here, I thought, man, I see a lot of bald eagles, and then I found that out, and I thought it would have been more in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to Yellowstone, I saw a lot there.
I hear a wild animal now. Almost.
Oh, what?
Yep. Exactly the wild animal I continue to hear. The mosquito. I wanted to show these tree roots. Look at this.
Something definitely lives under there.
That looks cool. Look how large this tree is, too.
It looks like it's leaning.
Oh, there's this little seated bench area out here.
Oh, cute. They're like a theater in the wild.
Yeah, every once in a while the animals come out here and put on a show. And in case your show wasn't well enough prepared for the theater, you can have a private showing. All the moss hanging from the trees. Looks really cool. There's a bridge.
Yeah, this is starting to get squishy.
I don't see a troll living under it.
It's not big enough.
I think we're good. But you know what we have seen in the wild today?
What?
Some palm trees. Wild palm trees. Oh, I see a lake in the distance. Christina and I came out here, like I said, wanted to get away from the parks. We actually really like walking too. We mentioned earlier in our project day that we do 5Ks here and there, one almost every other month. And it's just nice to get out and walk.
Someplace quiet.
Our first race was the Princess Half Marathon back in February. I do have a torn meniscus in my right knee, and we did that with me having that issue.
Not the best idea, but we did it.
Right, and on top of it, we walked most of it. So it wasn't. I did not run the Princess Half Marathon.
We just did it.
Right. Just to say later on in life that we did the half marathon. I say a lot too. Sorry. And so, and you guys, a lot of extra words that I say on a regular basis. Perfect. Anytime a photo is taken. Perfect.
Oh, right above us.
Future of citrus is right above us.
No, they're not right. So we started walking down this trail and we heard rustling. Oh, you can't see it now. There's a
There it
hog
goes.
blocking our path.
It just ran off that way.
It did.
And we don't want to cause any trouble.
Chances are there's more.
Yep, right there. So I wanted to take this time to let you guys get to know us a little bit. Or not. I'm going to take this time to allow Christina to just walk away.
Sorry, I'm taking a picture.
Goodbye, Christina.
Bye.
We'll never see her again. Gone forever.
Oh, there's actually quite a few.
When I was little, I lived in Maryland, which gives me a great love for seafood. And then we moved to Texas, where I learned to love great steak and Tex-Mex. To give you an idea how much I love Tex-Mex, this week we found Chuy's. We ate at Chuy's for the first time, and we ate there 2 nights in a row.
It was really good. Look at all the fishies.
Now, Christina, what about you?
I grew up in Washington State, not DC, because I get that question all the time. And since we're talking about food, that has made me very picky about salmon and apples. They're my favorite. So yeah, the apples down here are not apples. They're like the size of my fist, and I got tiny hands. An apple was like the size of my head, and it's a whole meal. That is an apple. So I'm picky.
I was brought down here for the Disney College program, is what I moved down here for.
What a coincidence, me too.
And we actually met on Christina's college program.
Yep.
And we never left. We just stayed.
Yep.
And then eventually we started dating down the road.
Oh, these are pretty. Look at these.
And here we are.
Pretty. And I get distracted easily. If we couldn't tell just from this video alone. There's another big bird. Oh.
That one's flying towards us. There he goes.
There he goes. I like how we always find these benches way across from a sign. Like you're supposed to be able to read the sign from the bench. Or to stare into those trees there. Or at Michael. Hoi.
The other one over there fishing. Bath time. So I did mention the one over there is fishing. You can see its wings out. Shh, I'm talking. With its wings out, what it's doing is it's shading an area of the water. And by shading the area of the water, it allows them to see the fish in the water. That sounded like a squeaky bird. Did you hear that?
It just looks so funny without tail feathers.
So the reason I brought that up about the fishing is you see them occasionally down here in Florida, sort of on the side of little ponds or lakes.
Daytime.
And people believe that they're... Oh,
Where did that thing come from?
I don't know. Apparently it snuck up from behind us.
Let's find his fence that flew off.
That was legitimately right behind us. It's pretty impressive that little thing is making all that noise. Because our tummies are rumbling. We're actually gonna run off and come back another day.
Yeah, because what was it? Marsh Rabbit Run is 2.5 miles from where we parked our car. So that would have been a hike.
Yeah, so what have?
We've already walked around a lot today. So we'll save this half of the trails for next time, now that we know that this is where we go to find all the animals.
And that way we can come back and see the Welcome Center.
Yes. Instead of the door of the Welcome Center.
Yep, the Welcome Center was closed because tomorrow?
Today.
Today is Veterans Day?
Yeah, it's today.
Oh, okay.
Didn't realize it till we saw the sign on the door.
Right.
Oh, the dragonflies.
So, it is closed. Normally it is open on Sundays for just a small period of time.
Bye.
It has been pretty nice though. We've seen a couple animals. So this is the thing that was making all that noise a little while ago. This tiny bird.
We also have to reset up the Lego castle. Because we always put my Christmas Tsum Tsum advent calendar next to it for, those photo ops.
And this year we actually found 2 new advent calendars.
We did. We found Lego ones, so we got to get that for him and our roommate.
Yep.
But yeah, we got to get that castle back up, because otherwise...
It doesn't look as pretty.
No, it doesn't look as pretty. I don't have anything to set my calendar next to. We do have that flower vase there.
We do.
That would be pretty too, but...
However, I really like
It's been 2 years with the Lego castle, so
Yep.
That's tradition. Can't break tradition.
Right.
Broke the castle, but we can't break tradition. That's why we have to put it back together.
But it's not anything
knocked it
major.
over.
Yep, we just knocked it over.
So it's my turn to put it together. No, you're gonna do it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yep.
Darn.
So I will work on that. More information that isn't like overly personal because we don't want to share too much. We did say that we met on our college program, but that was the extent of us when it came to Disney and our jobs. That's kind of where we left it at. So, like I said, if you have any questions that aren't too overly personal, we would be happy to answer them. I can't tell you, I still do not know why penguins don't fly. That's
Because
just...
they fly underwater. I keep cutting you out of this. That was very much my mom coming out at me.
Something else I'd like to share just really soon down the road. I don't know if it'll be in this video or if it'll be later down the road. We have discussed our collections. And we just added a little bit more to Christina's Tsum Tsum collection. And we'd like to show those to you because they do come out, twice a month for your Tsum Tsums?
I think it's once a month now.
Okay. So we'd like
Usually
to...
on Tuesdays, alliteration. Tsum Tsum Tuesdays. That doesn't rhyme, but it's the same letter, I promise. You already know I collect popcorn buckets too.
So yeah, we'd like to show you those collections. My collections, I collect the ear ornaments for a Christmas tree. I say our Christmas tree.
It's his own.
Yep.
He's got his own just for the ear head ornaments.
Right, and so Christina also has her own Christmas tree.
That's okay, because growing up we had this tradition where each year we would get a new ornament That way, by the time we moved out of the house, we'd have enough ornaments to fill a tree. So it wasn't just a bare, empty tree. Because that's sad.
Right.
No one likes an empty Christmas tree.
Or a bear tree. Oof. That sounds terrifying.
Sounds, yeah. Like it'd be very loud in your house. Imagine a bear singing Christmas carols, sitting at the top of your tree.
I don't think he would sing. I would just be terrified to go into my living room.
This is getting weird.
So yeah, I really like to share that stuff with you guys too. That way you can see everything that we're doing, that we're collecting.
And why we're this weird.
And then another thing I'd like to bring up, since we were answering questions, the reason why we started this is because my parents do live near us, and we get to spend time with them. But all the other family, I told you that I'm from Texas, and Christina, you're from
Washington.
And the reason why I didn't say that is because growing up in Baltimore, I say Washington, and so I put an R in it.
There is no R in Washington.
The reason why we actually started this was to give
Everyone's
connections.
so far away.
Yep, give connections to our family and our friends back home, so that they can see what we're doing. Because a lot of times that's the questions I get when they first contact us, is hey, what are you doing? Because
This is really pretty right now.
it's just
Or don't smile, it's fine. Or smile after I take the picture.
sorry. So yeah, it just gives us a connection to back home. Our people a connection to us.
Yeah.
We don't get to talk with everyone back home, and this is the way we can share what we do on a daily basis.
That way we have less of that. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? It's the same thing over
Right.
and over. So it's like, oh, we did this today.
And sometimes there's a friend of ours that lives in our neighborhood, and I see him maybe once a week, and this was a pretty eventful week.
Yeah.
So to retell the tales every time of what did you do this week is tough. I just pull it up
Sit
and
there
be
for
like,
like a
hey,
half hour.
here you go. So we do finally have a tagline. We're not sure if we're gonna keep it, but it is a good one.
So as we're leaving this nature preserve,
Yep.
we're gonna watch out for free.
We're looking out for free range grandmas. So
Keep an eye out for those free range grandmas.
yep. Look out for free range grandmas.